Um,
Honestly, I don't think they should. I know at some point they have to start marketing that movie because it'll come out not too long after whatchamacallit, Endgame, but I think that just throws off the vibe for Endgame
At least
because
give
we
it like
just
like a
covered
week break.
yeah,
he's
that
going
was like my
to
thing. It was like, so how do I get this trailer? And then like, I mean, yes, obviously we already know that Spider-Man's gonna come back. It just, I don't know.
yeah.
So I
And
do feel that way. Like I still want the trailer, obviously. And it's pretty obvious. Like I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it tomorrow, especially with Ryan Gosling, joining Instagram like
yeah,
yesterday. Like
Jake Gyllenhaal.
yes, I'm sorry. uh,
Who's he gonna be?
yeah, I'm sorry. I got them mixed up. But like
Yeah,
with him joining Instagram, like we're gonna get the trailer by the end of this week, Sunday at the latest. But I do have that feeling where like I don't want it simply because we just got Endgame,
yeah.
and Spider-Man, I would assume, would be a huge part of that. And so like
Yeah. It is a good
I
thing to
honestly
it.
wouldn't want that trailer until after I saw Endgame.
I know you can't wait that long, but I feel like
Yeah,
you need to hold off on
like
it.
Well, it's just hard to know.
business wise, yes, you can't wait that long. But I just think like as far as like being a fan and watching it,
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense for me to see it until after I see Endgame. Like I wouldn't mind if
exactly.
that
It would be
was the
like,
post credit scene.
yeah, because that was just like rest assured, everything will get undone. Because I feel like from their angle for marketing Spider-Man, and we can put this with something later because it's a worthwhile conversation. If you are still recording, I like the problem with that. I lost my train of thought. Give me 1 second because I went off on the tangent. Um, oh yeah, because you're just the audience is just left with the um now like it was already that in knowledge, but now it's truly just like how is everything solved? Like it's just a connecting the dots is
Yeah.
like essentially what Endgame is, and you don't want that feeling in your cap off of a 10-year
Yeah,
process.
It just kind of gives the feeling like, well, I mean, I'm gonna see Infinity War, but or Endgame, sorry, but other people they're like, do I have to see this one, or can I just like watch the Spider-Man one?
right.
Like, you could just probably watch the Spider-Man
Yeah,
one, um, and so yeah, like it just kind of takes away, like we were talking about in the trailer reaction like video. It's just you feel like the weightiness, the just like holy crap, I hope this works because this is all we've got. This is the last ditch effort and everything. And then like 2 days later we get, but and it's all
Right.
fine.
and I even
And it's too hard to
yeah, this is
also
gonna be
like
tomorrow.
yeah, and it's also going to be hard to talk about like what's actually going to be happening in the Spider-Man movie, given that we don't necessarily know how he's going to be there, or we are going to get insight onto how he's going to be there, and then that's going to take away of some of the things from
Right.
Endgame. Like, it's either way, it's not
You lose something from at least one of the films,
right.
depending on how they do it. And yeah, like this Far From Home, it looks like it seems like it could be one of the better Spider-Man movies that we've gotten, like just from him in general. So I don't want anything to be taken away from it because of Endgame, and kind of like how you mentioned, it also makes Endgame, and this is a lot of people's complaint with the MCU. It it doesn't seem like there's a legitimate issue. Like everything's just going to be fixed in the end. And,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, do I think there are going to be there are obviously going to be some characters who just aren't going to make it out at the end. At least I would really hope so, because it would basically make these two films, Infinity War and then Endgame, just be pointless if everybody comes back.
Yeah, we would not have had Infinity War. Like we could have just
Yeah. Um, but when it comes to the Spider-Man thing, it just makes it makes Endgame feel just that much less important, because you're basically confirming that he's coming back. and that some people are going to come back. And even though we knew that before, just to like get that confirmation in the trailer, I think for some people is a bigger deal than I guess it would be for me, because we always knew that Spider-Man was coming back regardless.
Yeah, but the thing is too is like with it's more than just Spider-Man's coming back. Like with having this like trailer and stuff, you get the feeling that like it's more than just like Spider-Man makes it out, because we, like you said, we did know that, but it gives the feeling of like everything in and of itself
we're gonna see
has
all
been
his little
resolved.
classmates and his friends and everything.
Yeah.
Like, so you're gonna get the feeling not only that Spidey's back,
Nick
but
Fury's
like
in it too.
everybody's back, basically. Unless we're just supposed to believe that his entire class was among the 50% that survived the snap.
But I'll just say, we know Nick Fury's in it too, so that's another somebody that's back from the snap.
Yeah.
Maybe what's Kobe Smolder's characters, I can't remember her name in the movie. Maria Hill, she might be in it too.
Yeah, I don't know.
So like we just
one thing that could kind of fix all this, where in Spider-Man Homecoming we find out that all this happened while he was in the Soul Stone. Like while you're in there, you're kind of in a different dimension, or like you're kind of in like a dream state. And that kind of happens. Again, that's just something where I could think of where it doesn't end up taking away from either film.
Yeah. Well, that would be how it would have to go to not take away. I don't know if they're necessarily doing
Yeah.
that, but I feel like that would be the route to go.
Yeah, that's
I don't
super
know
bold. That's just like that's out there.
Because they have talked about wanting to dive into, the other dimensions and stuff like that. And there has been talk about like, stuff that goes on inside the Soul Stone, which is where these the 50% of people that were wiped out. They have confirmed that's where they're at, basically, is inside the Soul Stone. So it could be something where his story is told from within there, and it feels like a reality. So I don't know, but that would be like the best thing that I can think of right now that doesn't take away again from either film.
Yeah, without basically rendering Endgame move. Like that's not how it is.
To me, that's still kind of dissatisfying.
Yeah, I was gonna say it does make the Spider-Man film feel like a little pointless, because what happens when he leaves the Soul Stone? Does that affect the real world in any way?
Yeah, we still don't know. It just basically that just saves Endgame, but. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, with Infinity War, it was so well done because we had no idea we knew that they probably weren't going to, like, win this first bit, but we didn't know to, like, what extent.
Right.
Or, like, we didn't know for sure to what extent. So there was still that feeling of, like, you feel the loss because it wasn't necessarily 100% known. I also, the same thing, like, I want to feel the loss for Endgame. I want to feel that victory, like, feel the overcoming of everything. And I don't know if I'm necessarily going to feel that given how this marketing campaign goes for.
Yeah,